In the beginning, I used to get really frustrated with the fact that if you are a gynecologist and do not specialize in breastfeeding, do not give wrong advice. Same for pediatricians or anyone else.
This is the Birth Agni podcast, the fire that brings us alive, that burns myths and opens a channel of authentic natural birth stories. This show debunks the many myths of the medicalized births, showcases the plethora of choices a pregnant couple can make to embark on their empowered birth journey. I'm Divya Kapoor, a certified birth and lactation counselor and an aspiring traditional birth attendant. Let's get the flames blazing high.
If you are someone who was handed over a nipple shield, or you know someone in your family who was handed over a nipple shield when they complained of latching issues after giving birth in the hospital, then this episode is for you. Feel free to share it for general awareness, so needed today. Janhit mein jari. The complaints in the hospital could have looked like this. Ouch! It hurts while feeding her. Excuse me, sister. She's feeding for an hour. Is that okay? I feel very tight in my breast. It's paining. My nipples are almost flat. They're not coming out. How do I feed? And the solution to all these problems. Your doctor, or unfortunately even a lactation counselor, hands you a nipple shield. Ta-da! And the baby latches. You are so thankful and full of praises, only to realize after a few days, my breasts feel tight all the time. Still, my baby is only on the shield and it hurts still. Reality hits you. I wanted to breastfeed and not nipple shield feed. How do I now wean off the shield? This is how mums come to me a month or two down the line, wanting to get off the shield. And we work together in my week-long consultation package, where we work together very closely, peeling off the layer of the problems, and the hard work pays off. In the beginning, I used to get really frustrated with the fact that if you are a gynecologist and do not specialize in breastfeeding, do not give wrong advice. Same for pediatricians or anyone else. If you do want to assert an authority and ensure that you want to give the advice, learn and then feel free to advise correctly on breastfeeding. It's even more respectful, in my opinion, as another healthcare worker, for an expert to refer to someone, the correct person, who is more specialized in a problem than needing to answer it all by yourself. In the least, giving an ill advice. To me, it speaks about the insecurity of the person and complete unawareness, or both. And for a lactation counselor in a hospital, handing out nipple shield, it puts a bad name on all of us. And yeah, that's how every industry is. Many lactation counselors in India, especially in the north, train for a week in some crash government courses and are formally placed with little training in the hospitals. It's all a networking game, and that's unfortunate. And I'm sorry, mums, if you had to go through this. The system and how it works should not really come in between you and the service you're looking for. So now let me explain what happened to you or your family members in the first place, so you are better equipped to generate awareness and help fellow mothers from not falling in the trap of bad advice of nipple shields and seek out a consultant so that things work out for you, solely for you. So what happened to you is very similar to, think about this or imagine, going to a mechanic for a punctured tire. But for lack of time, say, or skills, the mechanic adds an M seal to your tire. You try it on and whoa, it works perfectly. It is only after you leave the mechanic shop and after some time you've driven that you realize you were cheated. You were cheated, the puncture was never made. It's still there. It was merely concealed. Similarly, your latch was never helped to improve, which if done in the beginning, it's easier. Instead, your problem was concealed with a nipple shield. That's how I feel. And now you need to not only take off the M seal from your punctured tire, it has caused a problem again. You now have to do double the work to get the baby off the shield and onto the breast now, which is how it should have been in the very first place. It should have begun with getting the baby onto the breast in the first place, even if it takes time. I have, in my 3+ years of practice, helped women breastfeed with flat nipples, inverted nipples, and whatnot. So the nipple size and shape doesn't really matter. There is not a flaw in your body that you have to use a gadget to breastfeed, and it's not a boon at all. It's for the lack of art of counseling and for the lack of art of skills that we are resorting to these quick solutions. Your breastfeeding and latch can be worked with. It takes time and definitely patience. And just like your machinery of breastfeeding and the feeding human, in your case, is different. Your challenges are going to be individual to you, which is why my lactation consultations are long. They are a support that includes a week-long support. And that's how we end this episode on nipple shields. I hope you have some clarity on why nipple shields are neither good for you or your family members, and so you'll be able to help them and understand that they ask for better help and not just take the nipple shield and go home. I will leave you with an additional insight. I will never advise nipple shield to a mother until the last resort, and hence almost never. That's how useless this machine is. This yantra, as you may call, this is completely useless. I'm eager to hear your needs. If you are expecting and pregnant right now, I highly recommend preparing for breastfeeding beforehand so you are able to better navigate these issues, right? They are really non-issues, and if you know how breastfeeding works, how the latching works, how you have to figure out if there's a problem. And I do offer a complete 2-week support post-partum. So even if you don't remember a few things from the class, I'm there in person after you've given birth to help you with breastfeeding. But I do recommend that you have some knowledge about breastfeeding beforehand, which is why I offer an exclusive efficient breastfeeding program. You can book a free 20-minute discovery call with me to share your requirements. Maybe you had some trouble in your last breastfeeding journey and this time around you want to do better, or you've heard horror stories from your friends and you want to do better, you want to be prepared. Whatever is it that you want to know, we can discuss, and you can see if I align with you, with my content and all that I offer. And then we get on a journey together. Always cheering on you, mamas. Stay safe and informed. Love, Divya.
There is a field beyond fear, where the body is empowered to take on labor and birth. To land there, it is crucial to take birth education. To enroll into our unique labor and birth preparation course, reach out to us at www.birthagni.com or scroll through all available prenatal and postnatal preparation classes. Thank you for listening, all in the spirit of birth, womanhood, and freedom. Remember, you got the power. This podcast is about physiological birth and does not offer or claim to provide medical knowledge or diagnosis.
Starting a podcast with poor recording tools in the market? It was painful until I found Zencastr. Its high-quality audio and video recording along with the option of a backup makes it super sturdy and a savior at times. With an easy-to-use dashboard and super convenient tools for advertising campaigns such as reels and videos, Zencastr is my comfort choice. Go to zencastr.com/pricing and use my code BIRTHAGNI, BIRTHAGNI, and you will get 30% off of your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experiences I do for all my podcasting and content needs. You may also explore their free hobbyist plan to begin with.